Hello everyone, my name is Alex Maniotis and I will be your guide for this Unreal workshop. What I want to share with you is my knowledge of how to set up inside Unreal an environment that it's gonna be feel like home for animators. Let's see how we make this deck, this Unreal deck, like this one, like Maya's. One cool thing that we need to know about Unreal is that we can undock and dock anything wherever we like. So it's really up to your personal preferences and what you get used to or what you like. I would suggest to play and find out what you really like. We will have our animation deck, this small deck here. You're gonna work a lot with this one. So right now, you are drag middle mouse and you are orienting on your scene just like we do in Maya. Cool. So now, if we hit the create pose asset from selection, we create the asset and we have our pose ready. We would like to also have the rotation of the hand on this cone, on this object. Well, now it takes the rotation. Well, it has many options, almost exactly like the Animbot if you get used with Animbot tools. But you can also find all these options to your curve editor. So here, for example, that you can have a clear image of your curves. You can also choose what kind of twinning you're gonna use. So if I start clean up, let's say, those curves here, for example, if I want to make them smoother, I know that I'm creating something more smooth and appealing as a curve, but it's not far away from what I had before, from the animation that I had before. Now, if I click my curve, my whole curve here, right click on it, I can swap between my buffed curve and my newest one. So by clicking that, you see, I flip them. Then we have the transform tool. It's very similar with Maya's. It scales and changing the values of the keys that you're choosing. One cool thing is that you can change the pivot of it wherever you like. For example, here I chose blend ease, which is more convenient for massaging our curves. Yeah, for example, here, if I want to make this more curvy and smoothy, right, like that. Yeah. Nice. Let's also hit 0 to smooth the tangents. So that's good when our character is connecting his feet to the ground, but we probably need to change it in the air if we want to fix the pose a little bit. So we can probably delete all of these keys here and blend with neighbor, which means that it's always connected to the start position. Nice. Let's hit a key here from the point that we're gonna start changing our animation, or from here it's the same thing, and I want them to be on that specific spot. Yeah, why don't we do a play blast or a quick render to check this out? And Here we have our animation. Let's continue now with keyframe animation. And what we want is to make our character standard like me here in my super heroic pose. Like for now, all I want for frame 81 is just a little shift on the center of gravity, right? My spine and center of gravity really start shifting upwards here. So I will start to do the same with my character. Auto spline it and let's see. Nice, very decent. What Unreal does differently from any other DCC tool is, because it's a game engine, is providing us some tools that, especially for gameplay animation, can make our workflow better, faster, more efficient, and giving us the power of foreseeing mistakes. Because these tools that I'm gonna show you are showcasing live how your animation works under the gamepad. And there is nothing more important, I believe personally, for your animations when we're talking about games, of how they feel under the gamepad. So now we have a button for displaying our animation, which is the left click, and the button, the right click, that it is displaying a cinematic or cutscene animation with the camera that we have created. Whatever I am changing here on the animation, it also taking the changes real time. So for example, let's do something crazy. So if we hit save and go back to our game, it is taking this change live. So imagine how powerful that can be, right? Many productions out there are using them as a base of their product, even if we're talking about VFX and cinematics, or if we talk about games. And it's the metahumans. So the closer I came to the camera, the better it is. So this one, it's becoming green, and it's telling you that from that distance, it can capture the facials the best it can, right? So we need to have a camera in front of us and the best lighting that we can use, I guess. And yeah, that's basically the setup. Pretty easy, I guess. Go to our face control board rig once again and paste the facials. And now you see that it took only the facials from the character, right? And actually that was it. So that simple, we have transferred our animations, and there are many different ways to transfer our animations, but these two usually store our animations in animation sequence or copying pasting the keys from the control rigs. I find it out as the best way for me.